Well, hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and tonight we have further proof that Harry is not exactly living his best life. First one in line is this one clip from the dastardly duo trying to appear happy and content while interacting with Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness. But you know that I have analyzed Megan's body language through the last couple years, and I'm pretty much an expert in the topic. Well, not that proud of it, but it has been fun indeed. But it would be hard pressed to remember a time when methane's gestures have been more exaggerated, out of place, and sugary to the point of graphic diabetes. Meanwhile, Harry, well, taking a close look at Harry, a job that I find more and more difficult by the day, I noticed something odd in his eyes. He's got some bags under his eyes, and his upper eyelids are definitely droopy. It's like he was ready to go to bed when Megan said, "No, we need to go to this premiere because the Prime Minister is going to be there, and we need to send a message that we praise the fact that he wants to go full Commonwealth sit." And well, it seems that Harry had no other option than to please the woman of his life. Which brings us to this other picture that's making the rounds. This is almost a Renaissance painting, but in a tragic sense, I must add. It's not that hard to compare both body languages. Megan, with her usual bossy gestures that just get lost in the background, elbows wide, separated. You know that kind of stances like a peacock that you want to look bigger and grander than anyone else. This looks like that dismissing gesture she did to the royal aide and the walkabout when the queen died. That kind of passive aggressive gestures that she has done way before that Oprah interview. But the interesting part here is the contrast with Harry's body language. Some of you have reached out to me to mention that, well, maybe Harry was not that off in terms of fashion this time, as in the concept of what he was wearing. Maybe that was on point, but the tailoring was way off, and I don't know how to say this in a way that is family friendly, but he displays an absolute lack of energy. Like someone who has absolutely no intention of being here. And I don't mean the movie. Maybe he's a huge Bob Marley fan and we don't know. Many of you have commented how it would have been nice to go to that premiere. Well, as long as you didn't sit next to Megan, that is. That is an understandable demand that I approve. But no, I don't mean the film or Jamaica. I mean the actual being here. I don't want to be rude, but it's like he doesn't want to be next to the woman who pushes him over and over again to do this kind of engagements that are absolutely not royal, and still we don't know exactly what is her plan doing this. And of course, there are always going to be body language experts that I insist I'm not going to name that are going to swear that Harry and Meghan look more loving than ever, and those divorce rumors are just rumors and gossip. But okay, let's say that these experts need to appear in the tabloids to remain relevant. Are you going to trust these so called experts, or are you going to believe your own eyes? By the way, this is another picture from that premiere night. You are not going to tell me that these are Harry's normal eyes, because they aren't. To compare, this is Harry on a night out shortly after Brexit, right after the freedom flight and all that crap. Not going to lie, he displayed way more energy. He still had that sparkle in his eyes. He had a confident smile. Maybe he hadn't yet realized what was coming to him. 4 years after Brexit, this is not the same man. Could it be stress? Could it be that he's not getting enough sleep? And what could be affecting his sleep, by the way? Maybe the fact that Netflix will be dropping them like a brick and there is exactly zero plan B? that they were not invited to Jeff Bezos' birthday party, and that must mean that there is no contract with Amazon Prime in the near future, and that Megan's WME contract is quickly arriving at its catastrophic conclusion of getting zero results, I would be losing sleep as well. But there is no way that you can't see this. You don't need me or any body language expert to tell you that this 2020, 2024, and yes, I am not nitpicking specific pictures to prove a point. Everyone, and I mean everyone, including the sausage squad, can confirm that there has been a change in Gingerbread's body language, demeanor, and behavior, and not for good. And all for what? To keep attacking the royal family by proxy and getting this kind of headlines? Harry and Meghan, knives out in Jamaica. By not saying anything to Catherine and the king, because all that they say is channeled through Archwell, and they haven't issued one single official statement about them, just using gossipy tabloids to imply that they care. I could understand there is a rift, something that Harry started, of course, but maybe I'm asking too much from the Ginger Winger. I'm asking him to have just a bit of honor, and despite his father and brother being trapped in the British Empire 2.0, send them a warm message, no matter how many differences. This was the guy who called Catherine the sister he never had, right before Meghan arrived, of course. Then everything changed. Harry is the greatest warning of how masculinity can be neutralized by means of witchery. Who knows? Which brings us back to sorry, wrong slide. This is something that I posted on my X account. I don't know. My mind works in mysterious ways, and I sometimes make silly connections that make no sense. But if you want to comment about this, I will not stop you. But again, which brings us back to the clip in the beginning. At the beginning of this video, we are going to witness more and more situations like this. And maybe, just maybe, at some point, Harry will decide to sit this one out and stay at home with the children and the nannies. But I don't think Meghan will allow him to stay back home alone with the nannies for reasons. But my Royal Rogues, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments. And don't forget to download my 100 free body language tips right in the description of this video if you want to read anyone like a book. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And remember, much love and bliss.